Oh, I would love to do that. Or, oh, I wish I could do that. If this sounds familiar to you, I mean, I have talked to so many people and that say this, they have dreams and goals, but they really don't know how to make it happen. If this sounds familiar to you, you will want to watch this video. It will change everything for you. So, why don't we know how to create our dreams and our goals? Is it because we're stupid or that we're not hardworking or that we just are lazy? No, it has nothing to do with that. It's that we haven't really been taught a system where we can consistently create the results that we want in our lives. I'm going to share with you three things. One is clarity and specificity. The second is focused attention. And the third is creating a decision making framework. So let's start with number one, clarity and specificity. Our brain loves clarity and specificity. It helps us to really focus our attention, which is the second one. We are way more likely, between 42 to 75% more likely to create the results and the goals that you want if you write them down, you're very clear about them. And I love what Chris McChesney talks about in his Four Disciplines of Execution. He says, execution does not like complexity. And that's what happens when we don't really have specificity and we don't have clarity. We don't have that destination dot, so we don't really know where we're going. Focused attention is the second one. Really writing down our goals, having that destination dot on, like say, for example, you want to go to Europe. You don't call up a travel agency and say, or an airlines and say, I want to go to Europe. They're going to say, well, where in Europe? What country? What city? Where do you want to go? And then we'll create a plan to make that happen for you. That destination dot, because it also activates your brain, that so it's looking for opportunities to make it happen. I like it. Price Pritchard talks about your big brain. Your big brain is your personal Google search engine, but you have to put it in there and you have to be specific and have clarity about it so that you can put your big brain to work for you. It works for you when you aren't even thinking about it. It is unconsciously in the background looking for things. So the third thing is creating this decision-making framework. We need to have this framework so that we can say yes to or no to. We make so many decisions. There's so many opportunities coming towards us that we can, go off on the chaos of the day we get wrapped up in, where you're just like, I had this dream and that was a few years ago and I don't know what happened. Life happened to me. That's what a lot of us say. Life happened to me. Well, that doesn't have to be you. You can make life happen for you by using this, having that clarity and having that specificity so that you know what to say yes to and what to say no to. It reduces that cognitive load that you're going to feel better, feel clear. You're going to know what to say no to, and you're going to be really clear about what you're saying yes to. For example, I working with a client, and he had a goal of getting a degree, and it wasn't happening. I mean, life was happening to them. You know, the chaos of life and all the different things taking over, and was not getting their goal done until we sat down, we got super clear on what that action plan was, what each step was, got very specific, had a lot of clarity, and then boom, it was so much easier. And they were able to complete their degree and are loving their life. And so the call to action this week is for you to get really clear about what your goals and your dreams are. What's the one thing that you've been telling yourself that you would absolutely love to do, but for some reason life has taken over and it hasn't happened for you? So get clear on that one thing and write that thing down. And then ask yourself, what is the one step that I can take in the direction of my goal? And take that one step. Doesn't have to be a big step, just one step. And then the next step, and the next step, and the next step. Ask yourself every single day, what is the one step that I can do that's going to help me and move me in the direction of my goal? Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear what works for you in making your dreams and goals come true. And you can also, there's the link to download my Aligned Life Roadmap so that you can get your destination dot on in your big brain and start having your brain work for you. See you next week. You matter, your dreams matter, and your dreams will change the world.